goes for all my nasty hoes, yeah. Come across the globe.
On today, we're gonna give some ladies some advice, okay? So if your friend, well not your friend, anyone comes to you like, oh my man has cheated on me, like what kind of advice would you give them? To leave, stay, what? What's the advice you're giving them?
I would say, if my friend came to me or my family member or whoever, I would first ask them is this the relationship that they want? And if the answer was, yeah, you know, I love him, you know, we do good, I don't understand, then I would say fix it. If he cheating on you, you know, try to figure out what's going on with your relationship. You know, talk to him. Maybe y'all need to go to counseling.
What if her pussy ain't good?
What if your pussy ain't good? Then you need to fix that. Like, what's going on with your pussy? You know, I would, and then
I would say I'm cheating on you because your pussy not good.
I don't know why, but I do know as a female, when you talk to your friends about a man cheating on you or your man doing something or irritating you or something, we aren't looking for you to answer the questions to our problems. Mm-hmm. We are looking at you to be a friend, to listen to us vent, tell us the truth, and don't judge us about what the fuck this is. Probably fucked up decision we about to go make. Because 9 times out of 10 we ain't done if a bitch I'm telling you he cheating on me. Right. It's the difference between me saying, oh, where's Woo Woo? Bitch, he gone. He cheated on me. Then, he's cheating on me. I don't really know what I'm going to do. I'm really sad. Bitch, if I'm talking to you and I'm crying telling you this nigga cheating on me, you need to bring me the bottle and a J and let's have a motherfucking way to the And when you see this nigga at the next game night, shut the fuck up. Because that's the decision I made.
Have you had this conversation before?
Absolutely. I've had this conversation. And I've had friends have this conversation with me. And I think that as a friend, we often take our friends' issues and we embody them and we hurt from them and we want revenge for them, and that's not our place. That's not your place to want to be mad at that nigga, bitch. I'm mad at him, and when I'm not mad at him no more, neither are you. Right? So you need to not take this shit personal.
But that's why I said not your friends. You know, we be like, nah, bitch, fuck this nigga.
Right? But no, you like him, I love him. You hate him, fuck him. That's right. It is.
And that's why, in my defense, Shay, that's why I said, you know, pretty much fuck him last week, because you guys were beefing, and I'm like, well, fuck that nigga. But now that y'all got friends, I'm like, I apologize. Because y'all good now, so I'm like, oh, I'm good now. I'm good with him. But last week it was like, nah, fuck that nigga.
So what kind of advice would you give your sister, cousin, whoever? Say, hey, man, my boyfriend cheating on me.
Is he cheating or he cheated? Like, is something he keep doing?
I mean, once a cheater, always a cheater.
No,
I don't agree with that. I think he can cheat one time and not cheat again.
I've been a cheater and I have.
What?
You got a nigga though.
Bless myself.
You used to fuck around on your nigga?
Yes, I did.
Wow. That's a damn shame.
Why you fuck around?
That ain't no shame. You used to fuck around on Jim clearly from last week's episode.
Why you fuck
She
around
was
on
good mad.
Nigga.
Because I was in an abusive relationship and I didn't want to be with him. And pretty much that's
So that's your way to start to exit the relationship.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's understandable. That's different.
And it worked.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think that works a lot when you're in an abusive relationship. Sometimes you gotta crawl under somebody else to get over that other person because you think that person loves you so much.
So you gotta let somebody else fuck you to.
It depends, because I did that shit.
That's the only thing that
when I was like,
leave. They didn't want to leave. They don't sleep.
But they come back the next day.
Hopping in your windows and shit.
Well, he
hopping up with guns and shit, banging on the window.
And try to work it out.
After you cheated on him?
Yeah. That's how I know it was crazy.
Like shit.
You made the whole fucking revenge video and shit. She was like, "What's up, Bobby?" I'm fucking this big Bobby. Yeah. The nigga still came back. God damn.
But yeah, my advice would be, I mean, like I said, if it's something that the dude keep doing, I would say, you know, leave him. But if he did it, and you know what I'm saying, if it's worth it, you work on it. If you don't think it's worth it, don't. Right. Simple as that.
Well, I agree with Matt. I'm like, you know, if if you think that you're really in love with this person and this relationship can work and you can be happy, I'm all for fixing your relationship. So that's the advice I would give. I'd be like, work on it, fix it. A lot of people say that they wouldn't change something for their relationship, but if it's something physical I could change about my body, I would probably try to change it. Something like that, just to keep my relationship happy, because it's not that big of a deal to me. Now if you would like chop off your locks, I'm probably be like, nah, we're not gonna be together. Or gain weight. That's something I can't do. But if you're like, hey, I'm gonna try for you to get implants, I'm gonna be like, okay, if you like me with bigger titties, I'm gonna get some implants. Shit. If you want me to wear heels every day, I'm gonna wear heels every day. You want me to dress sexy every day, I will do something like that, because that's not a big of a deal for me to end a relationship if I'm happy in it. If I'm questioning it, like, oh, I don't think I'm that happy, then no. Or if the friend is just like, then I would be like, you know what, this might not be the relationship for you. Maybe you need to take some little time to reflect, to make sure that that's the relationship that
you want. Someone cheating.
I'm talking about cheating, because if I'm like, y'all, Kiki's cheating on me, and then y'all like, well, do you think that you still want to be with her? And I'm like, then that means I'm kind of questioning it. But if I'm like, yes, I want to be with her, then I would expect for the person to be like, oh yeah, I think you guys should try to work it out.
So what's your advice? You say you'll give something?
You want to repeat that whole thing?
Yeah, I'm confused.
No, so
if Shay's like, he's cheating on me, and I'm like, if I ask her something and she's like, then I'm gonna be like, listen, you ain't even all the way here in this relationship.
Okay.
Let that shit go. Okay. But if you come out straight out like, I love him, I want this to work, I want to see what I can do to make him stop cheating on me, then I'm gonna be like, bitch, you need to. It's communication.
Right.
Talk to the person. Like, I communicate a lot with Kiki. Sometimes she think I'm fussing. Sometimes she just was like, your communication is too much. But I don't want to hold my communication in. If it's something I don't like, I want to communicate it, because I'd rather tell you so you can try to fix it. So that way I don't be like, hey boo,
right,
how you doing? Because my girl fucking up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cheat. But if you're lacking something that I'm constantly asking you to try to fix, I'm probably going to step out. And I think it's all about communication. Like,
so your advice to the friend be to
communicate. Communicate with your person. If you think that you want to work it out with this person, communicate with them. Right. Hey, why are you cheating on me? Is it because you just want new pussy? Because if I'm feeling froggy, we can get a girlfriend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm like, if he's like, your pussy's bad, then you gotta be like, well, you know what? I'm gonna take a couple of sex ed classes. Give me a month, and let's see what my sex game is now. And if you don't like it, then we're probably not going to be together, because I'm never going to fulfill you sexually.
Cheating on you while you're at the sex ed class.
That's totally because I was. Oh wait, I'm not finished. I was reading a book while I was at the airport. For 5 hours yesterday. And the guy in the book, he was basically saying like he's had a lot of freaky girls and they were not fulfilling what he needed fulfilled. And I didn't get the chance to finish reading the book, so I had to give it back to Lorraine. I'll probably get it back from her so I can read it. But, he's saying, like, I have freaky girls. That's not the issue. Sex isn't the issue. I don't want to be with this freaky girl because she's not holding my interest mentally, only physically. Mm-hmm. So sometimes, if it's not both, then sometimes you got to leave that situation. So that would be my advice. If they're not fulfilling you, if they're not making you genuinely happy, then let that situation go. Sometimes you're hurting yourself more holding on to it.
True.
You can have a good friend out of that person and not a good relationship out of that person. Anyway, go ahead, Shane. Before I talk some more.
Reese said everything.
Oh, sorry.
Really did. I'm sorry. She said what I was saying. Sorry. But back in my younger days, I probably would say, bitch, cheat on his ass too. Like, fuck it. Because I did that before too. Like, once when I found out somebody was cheating on me, I went and cheated on them. And then I would tell them that I cheated. But that was because they cheated on me. So I didn't really have a reason. Like, it wasn't like it was bad sex or anything. But now, I wouldn't say do that. I would just say what you said, like communicate, like ask why. Like, why did you cheat on me? And let's see if we can fix it.
Yeah. Why are you not happy in this
Y'all
relationship?
faking like shit.
Bullshit. Happy in the relationship.
Our relationships are still together and niggas just been cheating for years.
I would be hurt, but I'm not about to sit here and argue with you.
Relationship.
No, I deal with some shit I could do
I've
with
been cheating in every relationship, and I was still with him.
Let's communicate on the reason you
It's a
fuck.
pussy. Are you in love with this bitch?
But
That's a different guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
I
communication.
don't think they saying they're gonna say, hey, I just want to know. You know,
Right.
they're not saying like that.
No.
They saying part through. You know,
You're gonna go off. You're gonna take a break, and then when you come back,
y'all know how
you're gonna
Reese
be
talk
like,
a whole lot, and
"Hey."
you get like one little thing out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably how it's gonna be. You gotta.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a lot of stuff.
That's right. Kiki
But
don't
what
get
they
nowhere.
mean
Tears,
is
gonna
that,
be all that shit,
yeah,
but
yeah.
nigga.
But I want
I'm about to throw this whole shit
Right.
away.
That's
And
after
especially
you smack them,
if
after
he
you
cheats
probably
on
break
you,
some shit.
right? If he cheats on you and then you go off and stuff, and then he wants to come back, it's like, well, why did you cheat on in the first place?
Right.
It's not like he will be like, yeah, I cheat on you, I'm sorry. And you're like, you know what? It's okay. Why did
That's
you
something
no,
that
I gotta go the fuck off first.
I never asked like, why did you cheat on me? That's a good question to ask.
What happened?
Or what she do?
happened?
Did I
Right.
do something? That's a
Am I
Did I gain weight? Did I lose weight? Did I stop sucking your dick enough? Like, what happened?
You're not going to get the answer that
I haven't, but I would ask.
I asked that question.
What answer have you got?
I got answers like, it just happened. No, she isn't prettier than you. No, her ass not bigger than yours. Her pussy not wetter than yours. I was just here at this moment and it just happened. Like, I didn't even intend for it to happen. And my response was like, so you slipped and your dick fell into this bitch. But then after that, I just went into logistics shit. I'm just like, you stupid. Like, you knew I was gonna catch you doing this shit. You couldn't do this shit better. Like, that's the conversations that I have. Like, next time, nigga, can you not do this shit in my neighborhood? Because I just, you know, can you
either hide it really good, like, or break up with me for
Make sure you try. Make sure you don't spend no money on this bitch.
But I will say this: when a man cheats in a relationship and the relationship still stays, it's like that trust part, you can never get that shit back.
Yeah.
And not only can you not get it back, it's like now you are looking elsewhere.
Now,
Because you're like, this nigga just cheated on me.
Is it worse if he cheats on you and dog her, or if he cheats on her, like, be taking care of her?
You better dog that bitch.
That's gonna be an issue. That's gonna be an issue.
Now I gotta hit your ass. Right. Now I gotta put my mother's but now I gotta slap your ass. No, I'm playing. But no, you taking care of this bitch. Like, you got a whole mistress. What is you doing? This bitch pay some of these bills.
Y'all remember the DJ Envy jump? Like, when he did his jump, he was like, man, I ain't buy that bitch no dinner.
You better not buy that.
Yeah, like you literally getting pussy from this bitch, and that's it.
Not only are you now cheating on me with your dick, but you also giving my money away.
Exactly, and my time.
Don't
give away my time.
No. Hell no.
Don't buy no hotel rooms, none of that shit. You better fuck her in the car.
You
or in the park.
Or in her apartment. Like,
her place. Cheating on my ass.
I don't want to, but if they do.
But I think
I don't want to, but I think that I think it's a human thing.
Do you think it would be worse?
I think people cheat.
Do you think it would be worse if he spent money on the girl?
Hell
yeah.
I'll be hurt.
I'd be more hurt about you
get that fucking money back.
What if he spend money on a girl but don't fuck her?
Oh hell
nah, you gotta have to
don't get that fucking money back. Matter of fact,
if that cheat,
you got
money.
That's worse.
Yeah, because you're spending time and money with this person.
That mean we done, cause I ain't got time for
that. So he can possibly fuck her.
But that means he's just a simple.
But if he's
simple ass dude.
Exactly. Just handing out money. I'm saying no motherfucker free, but so feed the fuck
over here.
I think the trust can be built back in a relationship though after somebody does something. I think Kiki did catch me sending a vagina picture to this other girl.
Oh shit.
And she didn't say anything until a few days later. I noticed she started acting funny. Like, I could tell her whole mood changed. She was a little more sadder. And I was just like, what's wrong? Like, what happened? Like, what's going on? And she's like, I seen your ass sending this picture to this bitch. She was like, I didn't even get that picture like that. She was like, the picture I got wasn't as sexy as you sent this bitch. And I was like, you know what? You're absolutely fucking right. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't have no, and I had no intentions of fucking the girl. And I did explain it to her. I had no intention of fucking the girl. The girl had 2 guys that she's fucking. Like, me and her was just flirting with each other because we was a little going through whatever we were going through or whatever like that. And I had just got my flower right over top of my coochie, and I sent her this picture.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely cheating.
So send
it's absolutely cheating. And Kiki did forgive me, and I was really glad that she did, and I was really happy that she didn't think that I was sleeping with this girl, because I really wasn't. You know, I just sent her a picture. You know, we was talking and stuff like that. But that was it.
There's a difference between forgiving somebody and forgetting what happened. And when you trust someone again, then that means that you let that image go out of your head to know that this is something that they'll never do. So how do you know that she truly trusts you wholeheartedly?
Because we never really know.
I don't really know, but she doesn't go through my stuff. She doesn't add to me and stuff like that.
You seen some shit like that?
Y'all would be there right now.
Even if we would be together,
but I wouldn't trust her. But see, the thing is, I've never caught Kiki doing anything, and I still don't trust her. I go through her phone and I ask her all the time, "Are you fucking anybody?"
You know why you
I'd like to know.
Because you don't trust yourself.
Could be true.
That's some
could be true. But see, no, I trust myself not to fuck anybody. I know I would never fuck anybody else. Right. But would I go out on a date with another bitch? Hell yeah. Would I send naked pictures to another bitch? Would I have a bitch sending pictures to me? Yes, I would.
That's cheating.
That is cheating. That is cheating. Time is definitely worse. But, that's you know... And that's why I don't trust her, because I know that if I start to get unhappy, I will start to wonder, and I don't want her.
And she may know that too.
To wonder.
So when you say trust can be built back in a relationship,
I mean, I'm just going off based off her actions. She doesn't show me that
I'm
she doesn't.
That you burnt me.
But
and I remember how
picture.
I don't know when I almost said I forgave him and I forgot.
To bitches like, what the fuck?
You're right, because that's giving off the intent that I want to fuck you.
Do you need to send me dick pictures? Like, what is going on? What the fuck are you doing? And I can forgive you for that shit, but still in my head, I'm like, this nigga did send a dick pic.
Yeah,
I'm gonna still say.
But at some point, you have to get over it. If you decide to forgive that person, you have to get over it. Don't keep talking about. But when she was talking about you cheated 5 years ago, why are you talking about him cheating 5 years ago? I want to say to her, like, leave that shit. That was her now. I'm just talking in general. Like, if Kiki was still like, well, you sent that picture, I'm gonna be like, you should probably leave me, because you're never going to get over it, and there's nothing I can do to prove to you that I'm never going to do that again. And I don't want you cheating on me because you think that I'm cheating on you, because I'm not. So you're either going to leave me or you're going to forgive me, and we're not going to talk about this.
True.
And that's what we did. We not forgotten about it, but we don't talk about it. You know, and when I ask her if she doing stuff, that's just how I am, and she knows it. Like, I want to know, are you fucking anybody?
I'm telling you,
I'm going to go through your phone because I want to know.
Cannot be with herself, and then you keep saying, that's just how I am, and she's just how I am. Like, that shit is so unacceptable. It's ridiculous.
But see, I don't bitch her. I don't bitch her and be like, you cheating, you bitch. You know, I don't do it in an annoying way. Right. But I like to know. So is your eyes wondering? Is it how you saw it?
I be annoyed for Kiki. I be like, God.
I be annoyed for Kiki.
She's the one.
I said, shit, if I could be like that to a woman, if I could be that good to a woman, shit.
You got you a good one, girl.
Like a motherfucker. Better than me.
That better been ran away from yours.
I don't blame anybody that will run away from me. And that's just not in like a relationship. That's friends. I'm like, that's real love, everybody.
That's real fucking love.
Girl, no, because one thing about me, you ain't gonna run away from this relationship, bitch, because I'm not gonna let your motherfucking ass say that bullshit to me. I'ma check you right in your goddamn Trust, we gonna argue about it. You can go ahead, your little angry ass home, and tomorrow I will see you. Like, fuck that. Kiki, just let that shit fly. That's just how shit. Fuck that. Correct that bitch. Because that is not okay. Okay, baby.
I know Kiki be wanting to kill my ass.
You will say, okay, baby, to this bitch. That's why this bitch keeps.
Kiki, that's why she snapped on me on her birthday that night. Because her ass was just sick of this shit. She was like, I'm fucking tired. Let me yoke this bitch up.
Yes.
And you know, I was like, then I actually had been a little more calm. I've been a little more calm since then because she never put her hands on me. She haven't since then. And I was like, whoa, this bitch choked me. Like, it was really shocking. I didn't want to leave her. I'm not even going to front. I didn't want to leave her.
That's fucked up. She got to put her hands on you for you to change your motherfucking way. That's some abusive shit right there. That's fucked up. That girl got to put her hands around your neck so she her nails now.
I was like, it shocked me. It shocked me really bad. And then I was really hurt because a lot of people think if you're in a same-sex relationship, it's not domestic violence. But it really is not. Baby, I'm not talking about you being domestic violence with me because she does it. That was the only time that she had like yoked me up before. But I did deserve it. I was flirting with a whole lot of bitches in her face. But I was always flirting with bitches in her face.
Well,
and it was her birthday.
It's not just
I always flirt with bitches in her face.
It's not just physical abuse. Mental abuse is not good either. You know what I'm saying?
So I mentally abuse her?
Yeah, that's why she
I'm not saying you do. I'm not around you enough to know, but how it's sounding, you be putting her through some shit.
I do.
I don't know.
I do. And I apologize. I got to the point where I do apologize to her.
So y'all officially back together?
They moving back in.
That's awesome.
Well,
that's what's up.
I guess we're moving back.
What's the next subject?
Yeah, I love her, and I'm just like
that was in closing.
Yeah, that was definitely in
closing. 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
She didn't even give her advice.
She did. Reese told all of her.
She said reset it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
She talked for like.
I can cut her off, so she went.
Like this unemployed. Get some guap, get some chicken guap.